Okay. Now I will start. Okay, started recording. So then we'll see, guys. Last time we didn't done a Windows. Sorry, uh, Write 5 thing because of the disk got some issues. So maybe because of it is not working. So we need at least a minimum 3 disk to do this Write 5. Okay. It is what is a RAID 5? It is a generally enterprise solution. Minimum 3 disk is required. So we combine the 3 disk as a make as a single volume. 2 by 3 of 2 by 3 of total size we are getting. Example, if I take 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte, so total space I will get 2 terabyte only, not 3 terabyte. So 2 disk space I will get it. It is single disk failure with the with a single disk failure with parity means one of the disk is failure, still we can able to access the data. So any disk failures, any one disk failures, we can able to access the data. And if you replace the disk, automatically data will be regenerated in the new disk. Okay, it won't work, it won't break the like your mirror disk, it won't break the mirrors also, it regenerate data in a replaced disk also. Okay, so how it is works also we'll see, because it's one of the important thing is the ride is also important. Now why Saturday it is giving me a very big problem. So guys, always check if your system is very slow, mainly with Windows 10. So check it, your update kind of stuff, anything is running here, or maybe you can go to here. So it is showing a plainly shutdown and restart, no problem. But if it is showing update and shutdown, update and restart means, so better complete all your basic task and save everything. Restart your system, update and restart. So the problem may solve it. Okay, because this Windows 10 is forcing something like that. Okay. So first of all, I have only one disk. Last time I have a 3 disk. Now I removed it. Okay, now I'm adding that one. So manually I removed it. I went to my folder. Okay, so I went to my where it is. I went there in here. So I already deleted that disk kind of stuff from here. Okay, and now I'm adding the disk because I got a volume. If you don't get a volume, you can continue with the old disk. So I'm selecting SCSI. I will explain today what is why I selected SCSI kind of stuff. New disk only I'm adding, and each disk size is I took earlier it is 100 GB. Now also I'm taking 100 GB. Okay, so disk names are showing. Okay, I added a one disk. Actually, the disk should be added later to our disk. And so after NVMe it should be added, but we'll see after a start only we'll see. Normally you can able to add a hard disk when system is alive also. When lively it is running also we can add it, mainly that SCSI type of disk we can able to add it. Okay, so I added a 3 disk here. So because minimum 3 disk is required, so I added a 3 disk. So I started a PC, so let it start. After this one, I will show you that Linux, how to add a disk into the Linux and LVM concept. So that is I will show you first. Okay, after this one, because RAID and LVM has similarities and differences also there. So it's a very important question is what is the difference between RAID and LVM. Okay, so you have to go through it. What are the RAID features and what are the LVM features here? Now it is rotating. Currently it is rotating. Okay. So depends upon your RAM capacities, you can increase it. So my personal suggestion is if you are still having a 4 GB, and of course this corona we can't able to get deliver online also. But maybe later also try to upgrade your RAM properly. And, so otherwise better buy a new laptops if you requirement based on if you are using very old laptop and for future purpose you can buy it. Buy one time only, so no need to buy now. You invested 35,000, next you invested a 50,000, next you have to instead invest a 70,000. Don't buy it. Put away one time investment, use it for long time, maintain properly. What happened? Yeah, now it is working. Okay, now I'm logging as a admin. Rate 123. What happened? And system also, my system also I install lot of services, right? Active Directory, DHCP, DNS, IIS, work folder, print server, like that. So that's why it is become late. Let it go. Okay. Okay. It's open inside. Okay. Backend server manager will open. So I'm opening a disk management. Okay, I'm opening disk management. When you are working with two Windows type of machines, make sure you are open inside a virtual machine only. So that is important. So I'm opening a disk management. There are a lot of things in a server to learn. Okay, so already last class only I told I have a little bit plan about what to do. Okay, so these 3 days are asking to initiate a disk because again I added a new disk. Okay, so I'm all three in a GPT format I'm putting. uh, so everything is online and as well as a GPT format. So we'll see what happened. My scroll is not working. So disk 0, disk 1, and disk 3. No, disk 2. These 3 days are in here. So we have to configure RAID 5 with 3 days. So finally RAID 5, new RAID 5. Okay, RAID 5 volume store data in a strip on one or more disk. It provide a way to recovering the data if part of the data is lost. Next, add all the disk. So I added 100 directly. So next, so I added directly. So like this. Next, F. So if I add only two disks, what will happen? See this one. Next is disabled. Okay. Quick format. So leave about what are the volume it is. Otherwise you can change it also. Last time I didn't change properly, but this is a name only. It does not mean anything. It's just a name only. We will understand what it is. That's it. So I'm adding 100. So expected one is 200 only. Okay. It is not converting to dynamic. Say yes. So we can convert into first. It will convert into dynamic. Then it is added into right file. It's taking time. So we will wait little bit. Must. Any doubts regarding ride 1, ride 2, ride 3? So meanwhile we'll check that one also. Any doubts? What is a RAID? Redundant array of independent disk and in expansive disk. These are RAID levels. RAID 0, RAID 1, RAID 5 is a three levels are very important levels. RAID 0 is a stripped volume. Combining of two disks become a large volume. If any disk is failure, we can't access the data anyway. Next, RAID 1 is a mirror volume. What is a mirror volume? It is a two disk. Combinedly, it is become a single disk, but total size of the disk as a disk volume means like a 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte is 1 terabyte only. It is like if one disk is having a data, same data is copying into another disk parallelly. If one disk is failure, you can able to access the data, but single disk failure without a parity, 50% of total disk size only we are getting here. Okay, when disk is failure, one of the disk is failure, you replace with a same disk or different disk, the mirror will break. Again, you have to configure a mirror. Again, we have to configure. Means you are and set a new fresh disk. Then again, we have to add the existing one to mirror. Okay, so if you see here, it is a RAID 5. What we are doing now, it is a minimum 3 disks. I'll explain this one. So 2 by 3rd of disk is single disk failure with parity. Mirror is single disk failure without parity. That is the main differences. And another difference is 2 by 3rd of total size you are getting. Okay, so mirror won't break. Here it is the replication thing. This is still punishment. What is the punishment of it is punishing me? It's a punishment only. Which should come because I removed the disk and any column from the disk means earlier part a disk is connected somewhere and again I changed. Okay, sir, in a disk 5, if two disk failure, we can we still recover the data? Accessing your data will be failure, but recovering a data, we have to check it once again. That is, we may not be recover the data. Okay, two disk failure. One disk failure, data is there. We can still access the data. What is the purpose of parity bits in a RAID? What is the purpose is? Yeah, very good. Like last time I told, but we have a still scrolling part is left. So we'll see. Okay, so these are three disks are there now. So I'm using here three disks. What happened with the parity bits? If you put a data here, their parity bits will be added into another disk usually. Okay. So for example, this is the data I put at B. B parity bit will be there here. Okay. And usually there is a different patterns also there. Data we don't know where exactly sharing. Like so, the different places are there. So the data and data parity bits will data stores in if a data store in one place and their parity bit stores in another two disk. So like that among them only it is there. Okay. For example, C is the data, C parity bit stores here and C parity bit stores here. So one of the disk is failure. No problem. Still we have a data wise and parity bit wise also data is there. Data wise, normal data wise and as well as a parity bit wise also data is there. And still we can able to access the data if one of the disk is failure. If you replace the disk with a new disk or a existing disk or after repairing the disk, so if you replace the disk, automatically it reconcile thing. Then automatically based on this parity, it regenerate the data into the disk again. It regenerate the data into disk again. So that is the use of main parity. Yeah, it is completed. That's why it is took that much of time. Yeah, so you can see here little bit lift. It is a 200 GB, 100% free. So I added a 300 GB totally, 100. I got a 200 GB free space. It's a dynamic and it is RAID 5. And you can see the by color, it is a RAID 5. Okay. So for example, see, it is a F drive only. If you go to this one, you can see RAID 5 volume 200 GB. If you want to put some data inside, I didn't find any data here. Okay, if I want to put some data in a RAID 5, so we have to we can access the data, right? One second, someone send a message. Ranjan. Okay. uh, okay, I'm creating some data here, whatever it is, something, or you can copy paste from the desktop also, but I'm putting here data. So this is my data, totally 6 files are there here, right? Yep, okay. Otherwise you can put a this type of files. Okay, and this is a file. Okay, so okay, so this is F drive. Okay, now what happened? What is the condition for a F drive? Sorry, what is the condition RAID 5? So any of the disk is failure, so still we can able to access data. I'm not doing much failure disk kind of stuff. Just I'm offline the one of the disk. So I took a disk one is okay. So I what is this much? Okay, um, check it. One disk I make it as a offline. What it is showing? Failure redundancy. Next, but still your F drive is there, data is there, right? And you can see the file. Okay, data is there only. So data is not corrupted. And what I am going to do is I make it as online. So same desk only. I'm not doing much thing. Okay. Mm. And it is a dynamic disk online. It is showing some warning mark. If you observe clearly, it is showing a warning mark, and still it is showing redundancy failure. It is showing a warning mark. Now what I am doing in this disk one, reactivate the disk. Reactivate the disk. Usually you can replace the disk. Again, we have to go to the VMware the settings in there. No, edit virtual machine settings. You have to remove the disk and replace with a new disk. I done. I said it is reactivate the disk. Okay, it will take time. It is become online, but reactivation system becomes slow. It is not showing any progress, but it is. Uh, if you replace with a new one, means the parity bits are storing in a different disk. So the parities are in a different disk, right? So parity from here, will regenerate a data. It regenerate a data here. Okay, so whenever you put a new disk here, this is completely new disk, but the parity will, based on this parity, it will regenerate that data. Okay. Where are we now? So we are in a server. Whether it is this part is working, my right click is not working now. The total app is freezed or what? Yes, it will take time. So system got freeze. Scroll bar is working. Not working. So have to little bit pause this. Systems are worst. So worst in 19. This is only I'm getting column in this one only. My any other doubts also you can ask me guys. Okay. I ask one important question. Right 5 parity. So this is a different diagrams you can see. A1, A2, A3, AP, V1, V2, BP, V3, C1, CP, C2, C3 like that. Parities will tell. Different places, different way of explanations also there. So how they will store the data? They won't store the data in a one disk also. So they'll share. Okay, this is a parity. Parity is a calculated value used to reconstruct the data after a failure. The parity is a spare over all of the disk in the array. Reduce the write time for a large independent writes because write do not have to wait until a single parity disk can be accept the data. Okay, so like that is the thing. Use of additivity is way of adding a checksum into data that can enable the target device to determine whether data has been received correctly using a additivity. Simple way of checking the error. That is a different part, but this is the thing. Right, 5 parity. Okay. Yeah, very good. Something is working. Yeah, it is working. Okay, so it is a data now. If you want to replace the disk, so you have to check it which disk it is and all. So for example, make it as a offline. First of all, you have to make this one as a offline. Then go to settings. VM settings, then choose which disk you are offline, and based on that you can able to remove it. You can remove while system is alive also, you can remove. Okay, so if you want to test it, you can test that one. No. So this is a disk 0, first one. Okay, so offline, now it is gone, but I am trying to remove the disk from here. Again it what will happen, we'll see. So maybe this is the disk, because it's a starting one, disk 0 starting one. Just remove. Okay, now redundancy is failure, disk is gone. Okay, so but we can able to access the data, means disk is also removed, not only offline. Okay, so you can reactivate the disk by using like this is both are online only. So what I'm going to do is again I will add a new disk, that is there, right? So we have to add a new disk. The two disks already there, so I'm adding a new disk. Add hard disk drive, new SCSI recommended. Next, create a new disk. I'm not using a old disk also. 100 GB. Next, some new disk only I'm creating. Okay, new disk is added here. Okay, now it is completely new disk, and make it as online or not initialize. So initialize it, make it as a ZPT because others are ZPT. Okay, now it's a simple disk. Right click, reactivate the disk. One memory is missing, it is telling one memory is missing. Repair a volume, format, delete a volume, reactivate the volume. Memory is missing, you have to tell which member, this member you have to tell. This is I'm converting this basic to dynamic disk. Okay, yeah, disk 0 only, not a disk 3. Now I will try reactivate the disk. You have to run the chk dsk on the volume after become a available use. No. So it is giving lot of shit. cmd f drive chk dsk check disk. This is a missing showing here, sorry, missing showing here. Right click, reactivate the disk 0. I'm going to repair the disk here. Repair volume. It is showing replacement of broken disk 0. Okay, so I added a disk, new disk now. So the previous disk showing like a missing disk, not a disk number. So when I said a repair, it is showing a disk 0 is available. I said okay, take a disk 0 as a replacement. Again it is got freeze. So that's a don't do like this practice. This. still it is going on. It's visible. Missing disk. What happened to missing disk? Yeah, finally my RAID 5 is healthy. Okay, okay. Finally my RAID 5 is healthy, and it is 3R added and regenerated data. That's it. And this is extra, so we can remove the disk. Okay, so this is how we can able to do it. So make sure that what you are removing the disk and set a new disk. Okay, then try to repair or go to that and add repairing the disk. Okay, so you try one or two times, you will understand what are the things happening. So delays will happen sometimes, sometimes it will act quick only. Okay, still it is showing a data. That's it. Okay, so this is about your RAID 5.